everybody's criticizing the mayor on his speech at the RNC. I'll give him props. He went there. He, that's probably a once in a lifetime thing. He went there. He was invited there to give a speech. I'm almost 100% sure that speech was wrote for him. They want you to say what they want you to say. What they want you to say. Does that make sense? They don't want you to go off the script, basically. If I was him, you had the whole, we'll say half the nation. You get half the nation watching. Perfect time right there to call out what's really going on in East Palestine. I mean, you're criticizing the Biden administration not doing anything. What there really is, Trump really didn't do much either. He came here, he had some water brought in, and then that was it. You haven't heard a peep out of him since then. Yes, that's more than what the Biden administration did, but if you look at it overall, it's not really that much, that he has done. But I knew this was going to be a, criticize the other side type speech. But you had you had the platform. I would have went off script and told everybody people being sick in town. The problems are the problems we're still having, and they're still finding VOCs 16 months later. 16 months you find a VOC, supposedly 4 spots, but 3 because 2 were close together, so you count that as 1. It supposedly was found in 6 to 12 inches of soil, which I call bullcrap on that, because if it was in 6 to 12 inches of soil, it would have become a gas by now, and it would have, evaporated into the air. 6 to 12 feet of soil, maybe. As far as they were digging down, I seen them digging the one day. I do believe it would be the 6 to 12 feet range, if that's what they were digging, but it was right by the spot that they, put out. But you find a VOC. 16 months. How many more spots were missed of that? And plus, you don't dig up a VOC. As soon as that stuff gets air, it's gone. It's in the air. You don't dig it up. You're just digging the dirt up that it was just caught in. But you don't dig it up and ship it out. Yesterday, hazmat truck hauling hazmat dirt left. I thought they were done hauling hazmat dirt. He had the whole platform. I know it would went against Norfolk Southern, and there might not have been a stupid park, but screw you and your $25 million park. I don't know what the hell you plan on, doing with that, because you residents think it's all nice. You're going to have this nice park, but there's going to be a lot of complaining when your taxes go up, because who do you think is going to have to pay to maintain that park? Okay, we have one pole now. What happens when you have a splash pad, an intermediate pole, and a big pole? You got 2 more times the filtration, pumping, chlorine, staffing. You just amplified how much more it's going to cost to run that park. Nevertheless, all the extra stuff they want to put in too. So, I mean, you guys are excited about the park, but when your taxes go up, nobody should be complaining because you're excited about the park, which they will go up. I guarantee they will go up because it's going to cost money to upkeep that park. Simple, but I'll hand it to Trent. He went, he said what they wanted him to say. I wouldn't have. I would have wanted to put my own in there, but I know how his narrative is. I know he knows people that are sick. I know the fire chief knows people that are sick because he got firefighters that are sick. So to sit there and say everything's fine and dandy, in town, nothing to worry about. But yet you just found a VOC 16 months. How many other spots did you miss? You know, you did this mass, you know, this final confirmation thing. Okay, you might have drilled a spot here. You might have drilled a spot here. But here, in the center of them two spots, maybe a pocket of who knows what. And where do you think that's going to head? Down in the groundwater. You know, the creeks are clean. I call bullcrap on that. They're not clean. Where do you think that's all that stuff's heading? Into the groundwater. You know, they put these carbon filters in to clean the water up. You know why they put the carbon filters in? Because the carbon filters remove a lot of the PAHs. That's probably eventually going to be in the water. Now, I don't understand people with well water. Why aren't they being tested? Or in some kind of program where they can get their water tested, because, you know, we get, the village gets theirs tested, but there's nothing for a well owner, you know, somebody with a well, to get their water tested. This stuff is going to end up in the water, and they know that, and that's why they spent so much money doing what they did, putting all this filtration and this new water filters and everything in, because they know it's going to end up in the water. It's only a matter of time if it ain't already. So, you know, I would have used the time to call out. You know, maybe he did it on it. Maybe he did it with an interview with a news reporter or something. You know, you wouldn't have to do it on stage, but you could at least call it out. You know that you know, we got people that are still sick. You know, but your narrative is the village is getting what it needs, but what you seem to forget is you need people to have a village. You have no people, you have no village. I see we're getting another new fire truck too. At least we're paying for this one though. But I don't know. I would have went off the script and just kind of put out there that everything isn't all fine and dandy in there. But then again, like I said, that goes against NS's thing, and neither one of them want to go, even after the final report of the NTSB claiming that the vent and burn was not necessary. They still don't want to call out any of them people for lying. They lied to them. They lied to the whole town. And you guys are okay with that. I don't see no uproar. Yeah, we were exposed when it was first, you know, derailed. You had that exposure, but the whole blowing up of the tankers, especially one tanker that they were able to get a pressure gauge on to see what the pressure was in there. What was the reasoning for blowing that one? I'll tell you, to open the railroad, because it's quicker to burn everything off and, you know, be done with it in a couple of hours than to take a week to empty them, you know, a different way and have that whole line shut down for another week. We know why they opened it. There's articles wrote about why they opened it. I mean, I don't know. You know, I applaud Trent for going. You know, I'm kind of hard on him sometimes, I know. But you got to stand up for your people, okay? Not just the people you choose to stand up for. The people that think like you. Okay, you're supposed to stand up for the whole village. Not half the village. So, that's what I got to say about that. We got more creek videos coming out. Just did another round of testing. Which the last testing, there was good news and bad news in the last testing. It was taken a couple months ago. The center of the creek is looking good. It's not better. I won't say good. It's looking better. The edges of the creek are still freaking disgusting. They're still as bad as they always were. You don't mop this stuff up. You don't suck this stuff up with a vac hose and it's all gone. It's been running. It's been sitting in that stream for 16 months. Water's been running over it. Yeah, it's going to look better because it's all washed downstream now. But, what are we going to do? EPA says it's safe, it's clean. There's nothing to worry about. But yet you find a VOC, which I don't think you wanted the VOC info to come out, because I found out about the VOCs, the end of May? Maybe the first week of June? But I didn't put it out there because I was waiting on either documentation or confirmation that they actually found I was only told one spot of this. So I'm wondering if they even wanted that to come out. It just maybe just happened to get out, and now they're putting it in public because, the information's out there now. Just like I was reading the other day, when they're tearing up the tanks and all the stuff, they're digging the dirt out just in case something leaked. I find that kind of funny because, a couple months ago I was told that one of the big million gallon tanks they have, the big blue, I think they're blue, I don't know, big Shamu tanks, one of them were leaking, I was told. But I didn't have proof, and if I don't have proof, I don't put it out there. But now they're saying that they're digging the top layer out just in case there was a leak. That makes me believe that maybe that thing was leaking. But like I said, I don't have proof. So I didn't put it out there. That was a couple months ago. I asked about it. Norfolk Southern denied it. EPA didn't know nothing about it. So I didn't know if it was true or not. So I don't put it out. But now they're digging the dirt up, and just in case there were any spills or leaks. Seems kind of fishy to me, But anyways, all right, that's it, guys.